Imagine if I told you that somewhere out there, hidden in the vast fabric of the universe, lies a mysterious mirror to our entire existence, an elusive reflection that, if captured, could unravel secrets as old as time itself. This is not a figment of science fiction, but a real scientific enigma known as antimatter. To get our bearings, let's start with something familiar: the universe. Picture the night sky, dotted with countless stars, each one a distant, fiery gem hanging in the blackness. All that we see around us, the stars, planets, and even you and me, is made of matter. At its core, matter is made up of tiny particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons, all bustling around in an intricate cosmic dance. Now imagine, if you will, a shadow partner to these particles, a ghostly twin bearing the opposite charge. This is antimatter. If an electron is a tiny speck of negative charge, its antimatter counterpart, the positron, is positively charged. Here comes the twist. When matter and antimatter meet, they don't just shake hands and go about their day. No, they annihilate each other in a burst of energy, like a firework that burns brightly before fading into nothingness. It's almost poetic, this brief dance of creation and destruction happening in a flash. You might be wondering, why does this even matter to me? Well, antimatter is like a cosmic detective story that's left scientists scratching their heads. When the universe began with the Big Bang, we think it created equal parts matter and antimatter. Yet, here we are in a universe dominated by matter. It's like baking a cake with equal parts sugar and salt, only to find out it's all sugar when you take a bite. Where did all the antimatter go? This is the cosmic riddle that keeps physicists up at night. Let's dive a little deeper into this mystery. Imagine yourself standing on a sandy beach, feeling the sunshine on your skin and the gentle breeze carrying the salty scent of the ocean. It's serene, right? Now imagine if somehow there was an invisible part of that beach, a mirror beach existing on another plane, with sand that vanishes as soon as you try to scoop it up. That's sort of what antimatter is like in our universe, a parallel existence that we can't quite reach. In the 1930s, a brilliant physicist named Paul Dirac predicted antimatter's existence, simply by scribbling some equations that looked like a foreign language to most. He might have seemed like a magician, pulling rabbits out of a hat, except his hat was mathematics. And incredibly, his prediction was right. Just a few years later, antimatter was discovered in the form of the positron. I've always been fascinated by stories of discovery, like the time I stumbled upon a rare, vintage book at a dusty old bookstore. The joy of uncovering something hidden, something that seems to hold a universe of its own, that's what physicists feel when they explore antimatter. It's like uncovering a chapter that was missing from the book of the universe. But let's get back to the beach. If we were to take a closer look at our cosmic shoreline, we might realize that tiny particles of antimatter are produced in thunderstorms here on Earth, or in the banana you ate for breakfast, due to a natural process called beta decay. Each interaction is a brief moment of delicate balance. And while we might not have antimatter in the palm of our hands, scientists have managed to create tiny amounts of it in particle accelerators. These are giant machines that slam particles together at mind-bending speeds, recreating the conditions of the early universe for a split second. It's like back to our cake analogy, except this time, we have to try to create a sugary crumb out of thin air. Speaking of particle accelerators, it's fascinating how they work, almost like a racing track for particles. The thrill of it is not unlike standing on the edge of a roller coaster ride, where the anticipation builds up as you're about to launch into the unknown. So what can understanding antimatter teach us about our lives, about being human? Perhaps it's the idea that everything has an opposite, a balance. Life and death, joy and sorrow, creation and destruction, these dualities shape our existence. Antimatter reminds us that even in the vast emptiness of space, there's always something more to seek, more to learn. It's the relentless curiosity that drives us forward, the same curiosity that has led humans to navigate the oceans, fly above the clouds, and reach for the stars. In the story of antimatter, we find a reflection of ourselves, a reminder that the universe is filled with mysteries just waiting to be unveiled. The journey to understand the cosmos, much like the journey to understand ourselves, is as infinite as space itself. As we wrap this up, imagine yourself standing under that starlit sky once again. Feel the gentle whisper of the universe around you, and know that with each twinkling star, there's a story, a question, and an answer waiting to be discovered. Antimatter, with all its enigmas, is just one chapter in the vast, ongoing tale of existence. Perhaps someday we'll solve its mysteries and learn even more about the universe we call home. Until then, let's keep looking up, keep wondering, and never stop exploring the wonders that lie beyond the stars.